Hey guys, I'm going to be going back to Belladonna for an updated strategy clear. With this new team that I'm using, I am currently rank 12, and if you look here, we've got currently 5 absolute cheaters that have a flawless score. We know that's completely impossible. So I'm actually technically rank 7, which is pretty good. I'm in the top 10. Unfortunately, after I post this video, I'll probably drop back down again, but it's what I do. I share my teams. Anyway, so because I don't have the Legend of Mana units and all that, instead of going for like a long clear, I went the opposite direction. I decided to shorten my clear. So we're basically losing almost no points for damage received, and we are just bursting hard immediately. So, this is my current team. We swapped to a water team. Let's go. This is it. And the good thing is this is a turn 3 clear, so if you'd feel like rerunning it for variance, very easy to do, very quick to do. So let's go ahead and get it clear, and then I'll explain it and show you the gear and all that. But, yep, as usual, I might even optimize this more as the weeks go on. But okay, we're going to start off with stacking Sephiroth and Tifa. We're also going to use Laura to Queen of the Jungle, which is going to give killer buffs. We're going to use Carton to Wailing, Curse Gift, and Regain Composure. That's going to spread Water Imbue to the party, give the boss a 130 Water in Peril, and Water Amplifies himself. Nicole is going to summon Leviathan in the shift form. This is the shifted Nicole. That puts up the Leviathan field for bigger imperils. Because the boss has 80% resist all, so stacking higher imperils is kind of a big deal for damage. So we're going to do a really big water imperil on the boss with stacking field plus Carton's 130. That's an effective 155% water imperil. Anyway, Zahn's now going to Reflector. We're going to critical on Laura for the killers. We're going to survival on Carton for the break immunity, and we're going to go ahead and project it on turn 1. So Zahn is our provoker at the moment. There is the single target on Zahn, not a problem. He counter healing, not a problem. Alright, so Laura to the base form, and she is going to just normal attack to fill LB gauge. If I had a way to fill Laura's LB gauge, I could do a lot better on this clear, but unfortunately, I just have no good way to fill her LB gauge on a turn 3 clear, so she's like really just support, not breaking, or not damage in this clear. Anyway, Tifa is just going to Magnus on this turn. We don't really need to do anything else. Sephiroth needs to Dark Imperil because I didn't want to Dark Imperil with Carton because that spreads Dark Imbue to the party, and we didn't really want that. So we're doing Sephiroth's 120 Imperil. So his damage is slightly going to be nerfed as a result, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and do this real quick, and then his Magnus as well. It gives a 120 Dark Imperil to the boss. Let's go ahead and shift Carton, but don't do anything with Carton yet. Okay, so now we're going to use Zahn to quad Graviga and target himself. There's no mitigations or anything else, so this is going to bring Zahn very low in health. And this is actually a spare Zahn of mine. This is not my primary Zahn because he has no HP pots. So get his health as low as we possibly can, down to 28 HP. So we're only going to lose 14 points from damage taken because he's going to take half that, and then we're going to kill on turn 3. So there we go. But Carton, of course, in the shift form does hurt himself. So now, after gravity, we're going to use Carton Shifted LB. That's a modifier boost, but more importantly, it also heals him back to full. Alright, and now we're going to do Nicole to AoE Amplify Water by 45%. It's really only amplifying Sephiroth. It's also doing a 350 stat buff for the party. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now that I'm wondering, maybe Nicole isn't even worth it. Maybe I should be bringing Ferris for the water amplify field. I don't know. It's something to play with in any case, but this is the clear we're doing. So anyway, it's turn 3, time to kill. So we're going to go ahead and shift Sephiroth and do his shifted LB. Tifa's already shifted. We're going to use her shifted LB. And Nicole is going to triple Bolting Strike with Crashing Tides. Carton is going to Frenzy. Zahn is going to triple Thief and then double Bolting. And then Laura is going to go back to the shift form. And she's going to be our breaker. She's going to Volatile Ammunition. So for the chaining, we're going to send Laura and Zahn first. That gets the 90% defense break up for the party. Then we're going to be chaining after the chain is built to max modifier as well as defense break is applied. We're going to then be chaining Carton with Nicole, and that's going to be doing Bolting Strike ×3 again. And then 4 units doing Bolting Strike, of course, is a greater than 100 chain count score, so that's where our chain comes in. And then Tifa and Sephiroth are going to be capping that chain. So let's give it a go. And looking for a high variance roll. You know, this is a pretty quick clear, so variance is easy to rerun if you really want to. You know, everyone's double hand, of course. Actually, not everyone. 836 million is my best so far. 801. So this is not going to be a score improvement, but I'll show you the best in a moment. I'll show you like a screenshot of what my best clear was with this new team. So anyway, here is the damage breakdown for that clear. Oh my god, Sephiroth is the worst. He rolls low. Every time Tifa rolls really high, Sephiroth rolls low. It kills me. It kills me. So that was that clear. Now this right here was my best clear. This is where a Sephiroth, as you see here, rolled 303 million. So Sephiroth rolled really good on that clear. That was an 869 million clear. And then Tifa rolled slightly lower that clear, and then Carton. Carton's been pretty consistent around 200,000 or 200 million, and I'll show you why when we get there. And as you can see, Laura is overall a support unit because she is just not being able to stack. She's bringing the killers and the 90% defense break. So let me go ahead and show you the clear. And as you see here, we only lost 11 points in damage received. Bad variance that time. Sephiroth did not cooperate. He rolled really low. So that wasn't good. But anyway, I'll go ahead and show you the party and the way we're doing this. So here's the party. So Laura is technically geared for damage, but it's kind of irrelevant. Base form, TMR, and dual wield. Shift form, I think she's maxed on everything. We're not doing LB damage. Maxed human, maxed beast, and then she has chain cap up. Yeah, so she's maxed on everything, but because she's only doing chaining, and her chaining is garbage outside of Clash of Wills, it's basically terrible damage. She's a 90% break and a 200 to all killers. Zahn is our provoker, no stat pots. You could actually technically even use a level 110 Zahn for better, for less damage taken, but I mean at that point you're saving 1 point. Don't sweat it. Anyway, he is passive provoke evasion with and this is actually overkill. I was trying a different strategy, so ignore that. You actually don't need this. Don't need this. There we go. So he's getting 50 provoke from the charm, 30 provoke from the uniform, and 20 provoke from danger. Gets the blood pumping. That's 100%. And then he's got Irenes and Gravigorod from Quadcast. If you don't have the gravity rod, not a problem. You can stick Diablos on Zahn and get Graviga from that. So this is a great strategy for those of you that don't have any gravity rods. You can respec your Diablos or give him some Esper Ore, learn Graviga, you're good to go. This does not require limited gear. If you do have gravity rod, putting Diablos on a DPS unit is, you know, a tiny bit more damage. So there you go. Star of the show was Tifa because she does max damage right away. So she's easy to build. So here we go. There is her build. She has double hand, chain cap up, killers, etc. You know, here's the build. Very typical Tifa. I wish I had more of her cards. Her card would be so good on other units. She is at 175 human and 225 beast. So her killers are terrible. Terrible killers. She's really hard to build double hand. But there we go. She did somewhere around 330 to 350 million per clear. Carton in the base form is just using some Esper fill because we need to fill the Esper for Nicole. Shift form, he's using the new special claw that has higher than usual variance. They copy the JP variance to this. So this allows him to have a 1.15 variance while dual wielding. It actually is pretty good. This is what JP updated all weapons in the game to. Global copied it over either accidentally or on purpose. Either way, it's here. So here is a 1.15 variance weapon. This is currently available from King Mog. Do not miss it. Other than that, he is maxed on everything for chaining, and he does approximately 200 million-ish or so. Yeah, maxed on Demon and Beast, or Beast and Human. Nicole base form, never used it. Shift form, I could have geared him for damage. He did like 1 million damage. It's irrelevant. It's pointless. Who cares? Esper fill, all that matters. Esper fill, so he can fill his Esper gauge and summon the field, do the Water Imperil, and that's all he did. And the 350% stat buff. I don't know if it's better to bring Ferris instead of Nicole. It could be, because Ferris does a 25% amplify field instead of an Imperil field. I don't know which one would be better to use. I have no idea. I'll try it later and find out. In any case, Sephiroth, base form naked, shift form, damage. As you saw on the good clear, he did 300 million. On the clear we just did, he did 200, or I'm sorry, yeah, like 200 million. He did really bad on the clear I just recorded. Feels bad, but he's maxed on everything. No, he isn't. No, he's not, because he doesn't have Tifa's card anymore. He's at 300 human and 150 beast. We gave Tifa the best. Although, with perfect variance, Sephiroth can roll even higher than Tifa. I might give my one and only copy of Tifa's card to Sephiroth for reruns. I don't know. Anyway, I just came up with this idea, so there it is. Currently rank 12. I know as soon as I post this video, I'll be dropping, but, you know, I'm used to it. It's all good. So there we go. I will see you guys for, if I have any other, big ideas, I'll record them later in the week. Later.